What up, gang? It's Bro Ryu again for Shin Station, and we got another Shin trailers reaction on deck. This time we got a double feature, a trailer double down. We're going in. We're gonna watch two trailers for two upcoming movies. One a smaller release, and I'll always go with. If I do double downs, I'll start with a smaller release first, and then we're gonna be moving into a much bigger release. Wow, I spelled rogue wrong. But yeah, Rogway Nation. I can't spell for shit. But anyway, in the first trailer that we're gonna cover is 99 Homes, a independent movie that actually opened up last year and not so much wide, but it opened up in film festivals last year. First at Venice, and then at the Toronto Film Festival, I believe, and the Toronto International Film Festival, also known as TIFF. And I heard about this movie even way back when, because the movie sites I go to covered it, and I saw that they dropped clips, and both the clips actually won me over. The story, just in short, is about remember when in 2008 when the big real estate crash happened, and a lot of people pretty much went bust on their mortgages and had to move out of their homes because they just couldn't afford pretty much how much their mortgages cost, because the real estate market ballooned out of freaking control. I live in Orlando, Florida, where we were one of the places hit the hardest with that. And if you bought a house within the last 10 years of that, you were probably paying astronomical prices for your mortgage. My wife and I just recently bought a house back in 2010, and it was for pretty much a very low rate because of the bursting of the bubble. So we got lucky. And my parents, they bought a house in 1993 when the bubble wasn't, out of control. So they got lucky too. But people in between then, whoo, I can only imagine how bad mortgages got over the years. And this movie kind of covers that. And pretty much some of the people who were responsible of evicting people from their homes so they could flip houses and turn them around. So they had to do some of the dirty work in order to get people out. And it's kind of fucking terrible. This movie actually takes place here in Orlando, where I live. And it features none other than one of the best men to ever play Spidey, as far as I'm concerned, Andrew Garfield. I actually enjoyed his performances in the first two Spider-Man movies, although those movies had a shit ton of problems. I never thought he was one of them, and I was kind of sad to hear he wouldn't be reprising his role as Peter Parker, especially since the movie franchise is now merged into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Something I've been waiting a long time for, and I think they would have benefited a lot by keeping him around. I think he became disenchanted with the role anyway on how his experience on Spider-Man 2 went, and I can't blame him, honestly. He's a guy who actually loved the character, enjoyed playing him, but I think the experience of making that movie kind of probably was a shitty experience. I can't blame him for how he acted, even though Sony didn't take too kindly about some of the statements he made. He was being real with people. He's always been real with people, but he's never been a dick about it, as far as I can tell. I can tell. I don't know him personally, but when I see him in the public, he seems to be an affable dude. And I remember hearing about something that happened recently where he was at a junket, and some kid came dressed as Spider-Man, and he went over and gave the kid a hug because the kid was there to see him and I guess get his autograph or something. And he's just a pretty cool dude, man. I've got nothing bad to say about Andrew Garfield, and I hope his career takes off. I'm looking forward to seeing him in this movie. Also, one of my favorite actors of all time is in this film, and it's none other than Groundhog Day's Michael Shannon. I just sat down and watched Groundhog Day for the first time in a long time with my boy Shoji Romero and Mr. Lee Majors, both of them. And Sho had prepped me for the scene where he shows up. I was like, guess who's about to show up? And it's like, I don't know what you talk about. And then freaking none other than Michael Shannon and his character's girlfriend pop into this one scene at the end of Groundhog Day, and it blew my fucking mind that I saw him way back when, didn't know who he was. But that's how it is for a lot of actors that you come to know and get to enjoy. They have to do that. They have to do a lot of work playing bit parts in movies before their career blossoms. Sometimes people can hit it big off their first try, like say Edward Norton. That's some crazy shit, but it does happen. But some people have to grind for years before they become known for being, kick-ass actors. And Michael Shannon was one of those dudes, and for him to show up in that movie just was hilarious for me to see. And he played like nothing like the characters he plays now. He played like this real jovial dude. It was freaking really amazing. But I've come to enjoy Michael Shannon in all sorts of movies like Revolutionary Road, and in TV shows like Boardwalk Empire, where he plays like these very disturbed characters. He was also, I enjoyed him as General Zod in Man of Steel. I know that movie has a lot of fucking critics. You know, a lot of people hate that movie because it just doesn't seem like Superman to them. I don't know. I enjoyed Man of Steel immensely, and I enjoyed his performance as General Zod. Did he chew up the scenery some? Sure, but he's playing a big-time villain. No more than I think Terrence Stamp did. Yeah, out of the Zods that I've enjoyed, sure, Terrence Stamp is just a little bit above his, but I still think he's one of the best actors in that damn movie, and he did a kick-ass job. Michael Shannon's definitely an underrated dude, although he's been blowing up recently, so I hope to see him continue to kick ass, especially in this movie where he does play an antagonist, but a kind of real-world antagonist. I saw a clip that came out a few months ago. I'd say sometime in the fall of last year. They dropped a clip, 499 Homes. I'm about to show it right now. This is something I've actually seen. Now, the trailer I haven't seen yet, so I don't know exactly what all the scenes were in there, but they dropped 2 clips online. One of them with Andrew Garfield and his family, and the other one with Michael Shannon and Andrew Garfield, as well as other characters. Check out this clip. You might dig it.
I was catching 2-pound bass.
Excuse me.
When I was 6 years
Hold
old.
up. Hey, you stole some tools from me yesterday during my eviction.
Whoa,
Senior
whoa,
sales
what the
manager
fuck are you
wasn't
talking
around.
about, man?
What's the problem? You stole $500.
I know that actor
Just
too.
making up bullshit.
Making up bullshit.
Fucking tools.
We have a form you can fill out.
These Orlandians.
If you have an issue, we got a form you can
Yo, Jam Lando's blowing up.
It's an
There's about to be a fight.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
They're about to grab a...
Fucking house, right?
Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Yo, stole those fucking tools. Give them back. Yo, he plinked into that push, man. Yo, there he goes, man. The main man himself. Yo, Dick Carver?
Knock that shit off right now.
Yo, we country as fuck. Welcome to Florida.
A couple of licks, you just officiating this event today.
Sir,
I wonder if they actually shot this in Orlando.
Sir, what the fuck you still doing here anyway?
I thought you said.
Oh, they shot in New Orleans, according to Wiki.
Darwin himself come to Orlando, Florida.
We'll be there on time, Mr. Carver.
Get to it.
All right, yes. All right, come on, Bominos, Freddy, let's go.
Boy, Shannon the
Guys,
Manning.
Buena Vista Lakes,
That's what's
here
up.
we go.
And you, sir, are you finished? Because I got the cops on speed dial.
Hell yeah.
They can chase you out of town over busted taillight.
Come here
Yo,
to
get him,
fight.
Spider-Man.
Well, that's good.
I came here to get my tools that your guys stole.
Spidey versus General Zod. Let's go.
Your guys stole the tools yesterday. I understand what you do, sir.
Yeah, you
I
do?
understand what you do. You evicted
Okay.
me yesterday. You kicked me out yesterday.
That movie's got this naturalistic feel, man.
Representative. Richard Carver. What?
Oh,
You
shit.
gotta be kidding me. When?
Boy, no one does anger like Michael Shannon, boy. Look at this guy.
Yeah,
Fuming.
fuck hazmat. I'll
Quietly.
blow myself. 914 Shader Drive now.
What about via...
Move it!
Yes, sir. Go.
Yo, clapping, boy.
Carver?
Chop, chop, motherfuckers.
You Miguel?
What?
Do you work? You got tools? You do construction?
Yeah, I do work.
914 Shader Drive. I'll pay $50 cash.
Yo, $50, boy.
What? Are you kidding me?
He turned the enemy into a compatriot, man. Just like that, boy. $50. Yo,
Are you gonna look into my mother?
gotta give him that grant, bro. I know he still don't got his tools, fellas. Yo, what the fuck?
Cocksucker.
Cocksuckers, baby. Oh man. Yo, yeah, but that's the clip I saw a few months ago, and the other clip is cool too. Laura Dern's also in the movie. You guys probably remember her quite a bit from Jurassic Park and many other films. She's actually been making quite the comeback as of recently. I think she had a television show on HBO called Enlightened, and she's been just popping up in films now. So I'm glad to see she's making a comeback too. She plays Andrew Garfield's mom. His family is evicted from a home, as you can see in this clip earlier in the film. And I guess when they evicted his family from the home, he wasn't home, and they took his tools because he's a carpenter. He's a guy who works on houses and work sites, and you know he makes his trade by doing that. They took his tools. He goes and confronts the guys who evicted from his family from the home, and then he gets kind of pulled into the madness of evicting other people from homes and working for this guy, played by Michael Shannon. It's a pretty interesting dynamic, and it might hit close to home for some people. Some people might actually watch this movie and not want to finish it because some people might have been touched in this way, and that's fucked up that this kind of situation happened. But I do like stories that are based on reality. I can understand though if this is not the movie for you, because if it hits close to home, anybody who's been evicted from a place, it can never be, it can never feel right. I've had myself in a situation where I lost a place where I lived at one time, so it's never a good feeling to be evicted from somewhere. But you know, things happen, and I certainly hope that when people see this movie, they'll hopefully, you know, see that this is not the way to go about things. But you know, sometimes the truth is a fucked up thing, and I just really hope this movie gets a lot of pop when it comes out. I don't know exactly what the release date is for wide release. I'm assuming maybe during award season, during the fall. But looking at the wiki and looking at other websites, I don't see anything listed yet. But the trailer just dropped, so I'm sure the information on when it's going to release will drop as well. Maybe I overlooked it or missed it from somewhere. But anyway, enough dilly-dally, and let's jump into the trailer, see what's going on. Yo, Abu Dhabi, man.
Do better than that.
Guess they got the distribution they need. Yo, dunked on him. So there he is.
Let's get cooking.
Yo, we got guns?
Sheriffs are here.
Why are they here?
I guess he was home.
My name's Rick Carver. I'm a licensed real estate broker. This home has been foreclosed on.
No, this is not happening.
I need you, your mom, and your son to step off the property.
This is not your
Wow.
home.
Please don't.
You have 2 minutes.
They couldn't even give him like a head start?
Oh my god.
Does he have to stand there while she packs up?
That's fucked up. Dude, they changing the locks on the fly and they're gonna empty the house out. Yo, look at this guy vaping.
Staying for a while?
Just a couple nights.
I'm gonna figure it out. I got no choice.
Got that blue cigarette, man. What in the ringing endorsement?
Did you do construction? I paid $50 cash.
Are you kidding me?
$50 shouldn't be a joke to you, son.
Damn.
What are you doing with him? Gotta work, you know? Cause I want my home back.
Boy, he's probably have to evict friends and
About real estate.
That's my family.
other people that he knows.
I need to know that I have someone who can handle any situation 24/7.
Are you putting notices on my window?
Ooh. Yo, we packing?
You're mine.
This is serious money.
Do you want to double what you made?
Are we stealing? Is this stealing?
Yo, we got crime?
Feels a bit like trouble.
What'd you think it was gonna mean working for me?
Holy shit. Yo, he made a deal with the devil, son.
Mr. Tanner, hate to say it, your eviction is scheduled for the day.
Wow. It looks like someone that he knows. Yo, kill bankers. Yo, Bill Burr would agree with this movie.
Don't be soft. You think America gives a flying rat's ass about you or me? Mm-mm. America doesn't bail out the losers.
Oof.
You kicked me?
Yo,
and my
Fox
family out of our
Fox
home?
News would love this movie.
I know you.
Yo, Redbeard, man, he about to go in like Eric the Red, bro.
Bailing out winners by rigging a nation of the winners.
Yo, this guy's a
For
Darwinist,
the winners by
economic Darwinist. Damn.
1 in 100's gonna get on that ark, son.
No.
The poor soul's gonna drown.
Ooh. Oh, that's hard body. 99 homes and Michael Shannon's ain't one. Holy shit. Oh my god. That shit is ruthless, man. So it's a movie in the same vein as like maybe something like Wall Street, where you got a guy who's young and impressionable and, you know, starts off as kind of like the protagonist and then slowly becomes the antagonist. Hopefully he does have a change of maybe his morals will kick back in maybe later in the movie, but by then the damage is done. This is a real thing that happened, man. It says based on true events. I heard the stories, man. I worked for the newspaper at the time that this shit was happening too, the local newspaper. So we'd hear stories about that coming in and just people, you know, completely just evicted from their houses en masse during that time. So it does hit close to home. I can understand if it's not everybody's flavor, but I'm seeing this because of the performances and just to see exactly how the story plays out. But that's 99 Homes. Look for it at a theater near you. It probably won't even come out widespread. But if anything, I hope if you guys do check out the movie, please let me know. And let me know in the comments. Or if you don't want to see this kind of movie, let me know that too. You don't have to agree with me when it comes to movies like this. You can always come off and give your own opinion. But yeah, if anything, we'll move on to the next film, which is none other than this guy right here. Yo, we clocking grips at 50,000 feet. Well, hopefully not at 50,000 feet. But yeah, this guy, oh damn, yo, computer, whoa, what the fuck? But yeah, Tom Cruise is back doing his own stunts in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. It's the 5th Mission Impossible movie. This comes out, actually, it was supposed to come out at the end of this year. It was supposed to come out, I think, a week after Star Wars on Christmas Day. but they decided to push it up earlier and let it release on August 21st. Sorry, that's when they started filming, on July 31st, 2015. And it turns out, I guess they were kind of afraid that they wouldn't be able to get all the production done on this movie. That's a pretty big turnaround for a movie that started on August 21st, 2014 when they started filming. Big production like this usually takes about a year and a half of filming and post-production, but they're knocking this out within a year. So hopefully that doesn't make the movie less than what it should be. And it shouldn't be, man. Tom Cruise is, of course, starring in the movie, and he's working with a regular collaborator of his, Christopher McQuarrie, who is directing this film. He also directed Jack Reacher, which I thought was a pretty cool movie. So that came out about 2 years ago. It didn't really bank all that much, but I think it did all right. Maybe it made its budget back. Honestly, don't know. I enjoyed Jack Reacher. People who read the book, I know they had a big problem with Tom Cruise playing Jack Reacher because Tom Cruise, not really a tall dude. Jack Reacher in the books is a giant. He's pretty big. He's the height of someone like Michael Shannon, for instance, but even a bigger build. So he's completely opposite of what they describe in the book for Jack Reacher. So some people laughed when they heard that he was playing him, but I think he did a damn good job, and I think the movie is a pretty solid film. Also has Rosamund Pike in it, but in this movie, you have him starring alongside Rebecca Ferguson, who I believe that's who is right there in that picture with him, and you have returning in the film, you have Simon Pegg as Benji Dunn. You've got Jeremy Renner as William Brandt, although from the first trailer that I saw, because this is the second, from the first trailer that I saw, I don't think that Jeremy Renner is going to be in this movie all that much, to be honest. He looks like he's going to be kind of dealing with the government while Simon and Ethan Hunt, which is Tom Cruise's character, are on the run, along with everybody else in the group. Ving Rhames is also back as Luther Stickle, and you've got a bunch of new people, including Alec Baldwin, who plays the head of the CIA, and who I believe is pursuing the Mission Impossible team, or IMF is their group. Apparently to get framed for something that they didn't do, and then the government or some rogue nation group, as the movie is titled, some rogue group is after them to shut them down. The Syndicate is what I believe they're called, according to the Wikipedia here. But of course, Simon Pegg, of course, is in the film. It's good to see him back. He's been in the film series since Mission Impossible 3, which is probably my favorite of the 5 movies so far, until I see this one. I did like 4 quite a bit. I think 4 is just a notch below, but Brad Bird did a hell of a job on that. I just like the fact that 3 felt like the TV show, because I watched the TV show way back in the day, and 1 pissed me off. Mission Impossible 1 pissed me off. Although it was a good movie, it pissed me off because they made Jim Phelps the villain, which I think goes against everything Mission Impossible ever was. Jim Phelps would never make a villainous turn. Granted, the movie universe is its own thing, but I think they just dragged that character through the mud, and I thought that was just a fucked up thing to do. And then part 2, it's a John Woo movie. It doesn't even feel like Mission Impossible. So I watch it and I laugh because it's got all the John Woo telltale things, but it was the late 90s, early 2000s when that movie came out. So that's what people wanted to see, was John Woo stuff. And John Woo is an excellent director, but I think his style sometimes causes his movies to be lampooned. And I think that, if he has, this is like kind of like J.J. Abrams with lens flares. I think John Woo and his doves and his motorcycle action is, people can start to pull that out of his movies, and when you see it, it kind of takes me out of the movie when I see it in films that are not from Hong Kong, basically. His earlier work is great, but Mission Impossible 2, I think, was a misfire. I think it's the biggest movie that he ever produced and directed. Well, he directed anyway, and it didn't. I don't think it brought in many fans, to be honest. But part 3 and onward, I have nothing wrong with it. I'm looking forward to Rogue Nation. Matter of fact, do we have anything else before we get into it? Oh, we got the trailer. Let's go.
You have to get through 12 feet of concrete and 70,000 gallons of pressurized water.
So we already
without any metal.
We are breaking into places yet again. Let's do it.
Stand by to receive.
Ethan, you ready?
So we're taking the dip, man. I bet Tom Cruise did that too. But he leaped.
If you haven't opened that hatch after 2.5 minutes,
he tries to do as many stunts as possible. My question is, what happened to Paula Patton? Woo! Yeah, we catching arm bars from robots.
Whoa,
whoa. Are you okay to drive? I mean, a minute ago you were dead.
What are you talking about?
Gonna end well.
Yo, real talk? Yo, we drifting, man. Looking real talk with me right now.
The time has come to dissolve the IMF.
Yo, Alec Baldwin, boy.
It's not just a rogue
Coming in,
organization.
going in like Jack Donaghy every day.
It is a disgraced one.
Yo, we doing spins in narrow ass alleys.
Down the IMF is a mistake you may regret.
Yo, Hawkeye in the building. Yo, we got Zeppelin? Oh shit, this video just got red flag, guys. Doom, doom, doom.
The syndicate is real, and they know who.
Way down inside. Oh yeah.
Trained to do what we do.
An anti-IMF.
Zeppelin going in.
They're coming after us with everything they've got.
Oh boy.
Yo, we selling Cadillacs now, guys.
You want to bring down the syndicate? It's impossible.
Take your position.
I have eyes.
Yo, that's the new Notebook right there, boy.
You and your team will answer for every wanton act of mayhem you are responsible for.
Yo, Baldwin will have his men. All right.
By the CIA.
He will have that ass.
Awesome.
Keep your seatbelt on. You want to be that now?
Yo, we got stunts. Oh. Woo! Jimmy going in. God damn.
This may be our last mission.
Airbags doing their jobs.
Make it count.
Open the door. Come on. Yeah, I'm trying.
Of course, he opens the wrong door.
Open that door right now. Oh my God.
Just to know that's real, that's crazy, son. God damn, for real. Yo, so Tom Cruise. I don't have any beef with Tom Cruise, honestly. Matter of fact, I actually look forward to seeing him in movies. He's probably the last movie star we have. I mean, there's movie stars, but then there's movie stars where they're like, you know, they can't go anywhere. They can't walk the streets without getting noticed, 5 seconds being exposed. So then Tom Cruise can still headline movies and the movies do well, although his last couple of movies, not so well. I mean, he was in one of the best movies that came out last year, which was Edge of Tomorrow. Completely got slept on. And I think that was probably because of the bad advertising and probably the lackluster performance of Oblivion, which came out the year before, another sci-fi movie that he headlined. But yeah, Edge of Tomorrow, if you haven't seen that movie is so freaking good. You should check that out, especially if you like movies like Groundhog Day, movies where the same day recycles and repeats all the time, and the person has to find a way out of that whole situation. Although they do it a little differently in Edge of Tomorrow, and there's bigger stakes in Edge of Tomorrow than in Groundhog Day, which is just hilarious comedy. But yeah, this movie looks pretty awesome. It comes out, of course, in August. So I'm glad to see it's got pushed up earlier. I didn't want to see it go up against Star Wars because once Star Wars comes out at the end of the year, that's it. I feel bad for any other movie that comes out. Although there is a special tactic that some movies will pull when Star Wars comes out. Like say for instance, Sisters with I forget Tina Fey and Amy. Oh wow, I want to say. Amy Poehler, there you go, Amy Poehler from Parks and Rec. That's coming out the same day Star Wars is, but that movie completely caters to a different demographic. So there's money to be made from there, and I don't think Sisters cost a lot of money to make. So they'll probably make their budget back. Especially there's going to be a good amount of people that want to go to the movies and not see Star Wars, and there's going to be a good amount of people who want to see Star Wars and can't get in because tickets are sold out. So they'll probably just go see something else and then go see Star Wars another day. So there's that. You won't believe this, but a lot of people, when they go to the movies, they don't know what they're going to see till they get there. Me, never a case in my life. Every time I go into the movies, I've already known way ahead of time what I want to see. And on top of that, a lot of times I buy my tickets through Fandango or something like that. So I get them earlier before I even get to the theater because I see them opening weekend and I don't want to risk the chance of the tickets being sold out. So yeah, it's crazy to me that people do that. But a recent poll from Yahoo or Google, they found out that, yeah, a lot of people just don't know what they're going to see until they go to the movies. But I think Star Wars weekend, a lot of people are going to know what they want to see. But, yeah, getting back to Mission Impossible, I am glad it's not coming out at the end of the year. And summer is a perfect time for this movie. I guess putting it at the end of summer is pretty good. But August 21st is a time where people are going back to college and kids are going back to school. So they might lose some of their demographic if they don't, if that gamble doesn't pay off for them. But it looks solid, man. It doesn't have the set piece on the plane. To me, is probably the most risky stunt they did, but the one on the side of the building in Dubai in movie 4 is still to me the standout stunt. I think that they probably had to film that for longer than just Tom Cruise hanging onto the plane. I think that although that's risky as hell, I think that just the duration of the stunt, hell, the stunt in part 2 where he's climbing on the rock face, and he's pretty much, that's him doing that. I don't know if he had any kind of support wire or anything like that. I'm imagining he had a harness around him to keep him, just in case he fell, then he wouldn't fall to his death, because insurance companies probably have a fucking field day when he says he wants to do a particular stunt. But I respect Tom Cruise. He does a lot of his own work, and he even though, you know, he's in Scientology and all that stuff, that's pretty much my only detractor about him. Outside of that, I'm down for almost all the movies that he does. I think he's overall a dope person, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in this movie along with everybody else that's in it. The main thing about Mission Impossible now is these movies are not just about Ethan Hunt, although he's a driving factor of all the films. It's all about teamwork and the team working together. Something I didn't like about the first 2 movies, where it all fell on Tom Cruise's shoulders. 3, 4, and what looks to be 5 is all about the team, just like the TV show was. So I think with those latter movies, they've been doing the TV show justice. So thumbs up to the cats behind Mission Impossible, and of course earlier for 99 Homes. I'm looking forward to both movies. Let me know what your thoughts are on Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise, 99 Homes, anything you saw in this video, or if you're looking forward to the movies or not. And again, my name is Bro Ryu with Shinjuku Station and Shin Trailers. We'll see you guys next video.